Oh my God. And we are back. Now, we have been a little bit quiet on the YouTube, purely because we've been super busy. And I went away for a stag do, had to have a bit of time off with Mr. Richie. But we've come back with a bang, there's loads to do, bought a couple of new cars. We have loads coming up. This has got to go off to get its carbs set up. That has had its air setup done. So we got to do an exhaust, a few little bits, and then she's on sale. And then of course the E30, if you've been following, we haven't touched. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna get on with that next week. But today's vid, because we're gonna bring some content to you and we wanna bring some content every Sunday, today's vid is gonna be on my new track toy. That's gonna be heavily featured in the barn. These cars, I've always loved since they come out. I love the shape. And loads of people say, oh my God, it's gonna be a future classic. These actually are. They're quite rare, they're fantastic. I'm gonna show you what it is. It's my new Z4 Coupe. This car in particular was owned by my brother for a while. It's low mileage, it's in grey, which I don't mind. They look quite good in grey. And these Z4s come with that lovely latest version of that 3-litre NA6. It's not an M engine, it's just a stock NA car. But they produce 270 brake, 6-speed manual, rear-wheel drive. These are 1,295 kilos. They're super light and they feel incredible to drive. I've always loved them since they came out, and when the opportunity come up to buy this particular one, which my brother put nice little bits on, like that lovely M bumper, those 88Rs, them wheels, and a set of BC coilovers, I thought, no, I just couldn't leave it go. Now I had a deal because this car is a cat, and I think it is. I love cat cars. I don't have a problem with them. And what I'm going to be using this car for, it really makes no difference to me. It's never going to be up for sale. And I paid a good price for it. So where are we going to start? First off, these come with an ugly ass front bumper. And my brother went out of his way to find this M bumper that come off a Z4M to give it a bit more of that aggressive look, which, you know, I do love. Secondly, he went down the road with this wheel and tire package, which is ideal for me because I want to use it on track. He did it because he's a stance fan. And he's running it way too low. So we have a little bit of damage here, and my missus lost a vent there, which we're going to have to replace. But as a whole, it does look hard as f. Obviously, it's on 88Rs. They're steel walled, so it's going to ride a little bit harder anyway. So we won't be able to get rid of that. But we should be able to make it ride a little bit more comfortable. On the track, it won't make no difference. On the road, I'm more concerned with it though, because it does feel a little bit darty. Hopefully we can fix that. Next then, we're gonna give it a service, and then we're gonna address the brakes. Now, the brake stock on these are good because obviously this car is really light. So we're just gonna change to braided lines. We're gonna change the brake fluid, and then we're going to change the pads. I'm not going to change the discs yet. I'm not going to upgrade them either. I just want to see what it does on its first track day and see where we go from there. When you drive it down the road, it doesn't track right. It's not set up right at all. But that won't be a problem. We will go through it. And of course, I've got the mighty Artec behind us. So their mechanics are going to go do all the work. Obviously, I will vlog this all the way through, and I'll take you on this journey. When I take you to track days and stuff, you come with, and I'll show you what it's like dailying and driving this thing on roads, on track days, and just in general using and enjoying it. I'm not going to go crazy with this. I'm not going to strip it out. I'm just going to leave it stock inside, leave it with the aircon. So if I did want to use it to go away or use it for fast road trips, which we are going to do now in the future with the barn, I'll be able to do it in this quite comfortably. Let me show you around the car. Okay, let's go for a short blast. First things first though, this car is very snug. Everything's like in an easy access position. So like the steering wheel's nice and up close. Gear stick is like right here. I love that. That sort of like cockpit feeling which this thing gives. The seats are the M ones and they're really comfortable. Electric as well. I won't be changing those. Everything in this car is going to stay the same because as I said earlier, if I want to use it to travel across Europe, whatever, which we will be doing, this is more than capable of doing it. Resonators taken out of the exhaust. So it does have a little bit of rasp to it, but it doesn't drone and it sounds great. Obviously we're going to be rolling through traffic now, so I don't want to be making too much noise, drawing too much attention. The BCs do ride a little bit stiff, but they're going to, because on light cars I find that BCs are a little bit harder. When they're in the heavier cars you've got a bit more weight to deal with, so yeah, it does ride a little bit stiff, but it's not a massive problem. This 6 though, this 3 litre is silky smooth. Produces most of its torque at 2,700 RPM, so you have that lovely shove right from the bottom, which S54s, I mean we had a Z4M in this, roadster, not a coupe. They just feel like really like flighty and they're like a little bit difficult to get off the line. This is a bit more relaxed. I really like this engine. Weight is a big thing, and so like you don't need huge amounts of powers if you've got like not a lot of weight, and this car has got that. So if we're in second now, third, 6,000 RPM that change. It revs to 7 and a bit, and like it pulls from nowhere. It pulls from absolutely nowhere. Really easy to get down the road. The engine's a perler. I don't know what it's gonna translate to track. I have no idea. Also, I don't have a huge amount of experience of track. I've done a couple of hill climbs and stuff, but never really track days. So this is all going to be new to me too. And hopefully I can take you along this journey. So if you're thinking of doing track days too, you know, it might inspire. Because I watch people on YouTube doing track days. I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that shit myself. Third gear. Like third gear from 3,000 RPM. And it pulls hard. And the brakes are decent. But obviously we can't go too far because we're driving through traffic. Into the roundabout. I love this roundabout. And it's just so light, it's so pointy. What a noise. You cannot beat a BMW NA6. Regardless if it's M or not, the M engine's a special. This engine though, for a stock engine, it's incredible. I mean, back in the day, an E36 M3 with that S50 B30s, which are gangster, those engines. They only produce like 286, and then you got a stock 3 litre in these producing 270. I mean, like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not comparing this to an M engine. I'm not doing it. Don't go crazy. Because M engines are special. But this engine for a stock car is great. Oh, the noise. And the brakes are decent. I don't know what they're going to be like on track. And I haven't decided on what pads we're going to use either. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. If you have any suggestions on brake fluid, drop that in the comment. As I said, I'm new to all of this and I'm willing to learn. So what we'll do next now is oh my God. The top of third and we're braking. Hopefully you've enjoyed our light intro into my new Z4 Coupe track toy. There'll be loads more to come. Subscribe, follow, make sure you follow our Instagram page. Our Instagram page, and Dav is working on our TikTok. We'll bring you everything that happens first and then we'll bring it up on here. So make sure you follow Instagram. Biggie. The link's going to be here. Isn't it, Dav? Here, right there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. We just got over 500 subscribers and that is just wild. Hopefully you'll enjoy the content and this journey and all the other great cars that we do and reviews. If you have something that you got and you want us to review it, drop it in the comments or drop us a message. Thank you very much.